Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Monday Morning. It's Stephen Whiteside here from the uptrend.com. In the pre-market this morning, things look pretty happy. We've got stock index futures and commodities trading higher on Monday morning. And so there's really no major economic numbers coming out in the pre-market this morning that should stop us from opening higher on Monday. Starting off with the VIX, the fear index, seasonally, the VIX peaks in the middle of March and starts coming down. So far, that's what's been happening. Unfortunately, the corresponding stock indexes have not been moving up at the same pace that the VIX has been falling. So there's the VIX for the S&P 500 on a sell signal. That is supportive for higher stock prices. Stock prices certainly moved up last week, but not enough to generate a buy signal. That is also true for the NASDAQ and the NASDAQ 100. Of course, with what's happening in the pre-market this morning, we could certainly end with buy signals on Monday. And then looking at the VIX for the Russell 2000, it's on a sell signal. Now, the iShares for the Russell 2000 generated a buy signal on Wednesday. It was a very light buy signal. I said I'd wave it off until the next close above the upper channel line. That could certainly happen on Monday. Now, last week we did see crude oil move up. We saw copper move up. We saw gold hit a new all-time high. Those commodities moving up helped the Canadian markets get ahead of the U.S. market last week. And so we ended the week with the iShares for the TSX 60 back on a buy signal. The Vanguard Canada ETF pulled back on Friday, but it's still on a buy signal. No change in trend there. Now, Shopify was up last week, and it certainly helped the Canadian markets hold their gains. Now, not all commodities were winners last week. We saw platinum put in a lower high and then end the week on a sell signal. Silver pulled back on Friday. It traded below the lower channel line but did not close there. It is currently trading higher in the pre-market. And then natural gas is on a daily sell signal, so no change in trend for natural gas coming into Monday. Now, looking at the Canadian most actives from Friday's trading action, most of them look pretty good except TELUS, which is in the doghouse at the moment. Now, as we go through these stocks, we're looking for possible trend changes on Monday. Of course, if you're a member and you're long, say, Canadian Natural Resources, you would have had your orders in at our price targets and been taking money off the table. Now, our expectations for most of these stocks are rather limited because we're trading from below all the major moving averages. And for the most part, we're trading from below the flypaper channel. So in a lot of cases, some of these stocks may have already hit their targets and got as far as they can go at the present time. But we certainly don't have any major sell signals on Monday. There's Cenovus making a new high for this move on Friday. We saw a small pullback for Wheaton and ended the day still closing up 2 cents. Then we had a new high for this move for Enbridge on Friday. Inside day for TC Energy. And of course, everybody's talking about new pipelines right now. Then looking at Suncor, no momentum whatsoever here. We are still on a buy signal. Inside day for Manulife on Friday. There's TELUS dropping out of the sky, down nearly 5% on Friday. TELUS had quite an amazing run from the start of the year. That has come to an end. And of course, we expect stocks to fall faster than they rise. Now, TELUS is, of course, joining BCE, which is already on a sell signal, and we've got Rogers still just treading water here. No upward momentum at all for Rogers at the present time. That's also true for the TD Bank, which is still on a buy signal here. No change in trend. Then the first gold stock to come up on the most active list is IAMGOLD. Inside down Friday, no change there, and no change for Air Canada, still on a sell signal. And summer travel season is probably going to be rather light this summer with all the flights to the U.S. being canceled. Then looking at the U.S. most actives, the numbers not looking as good as the Canadian market, but they could certainly catch up this week. And we don't have anything really in the doghouse on this list. NVIDIA is on a buy signal, but just treading water here, looking for a close on Monday below $114.58 to give us a sell signal. We're not seeing that type of action in the pre-market. Still waiting for Ford to break out above the January high. No change there. Then Palantir is on a buy signal right now. We're still waiting for Tesla or Tesla, depending on who you are, to close above $250.24 on Monday. It looks like it could do that. Then Lucid still on a buy signal. No change there. There's NEO coming down sharply on Thursday and Friday. NEO ran up, hit our next price target. Really not enough room there to make any money. And so that's probably going to end up being a losing trade for anyone trading NEO. Intel was up slightly on Friday, no change in trend there. Rigetti's just treading water here. Unfortunately, it had a buy signal, then it's pulled back, and absolutely no upward momentum at the moment. Now, Snap ended Friday on a buy signal, looking for a close above $9.30. It closed at $9.33. Then we had IQ pull back to the lower channel line, sitting right on it at the moment. We did run up and hit our next price target. The high of the week last week was 254. So congratulations if you had an order in up there. Then we've got Microsoft back on a buy signal as of Friday's close on both sides of the border. Very light buy signal here, but it's trading higher in the pre-market on Monday, so you've got to go with that. Then last up this morning, we've got Bitcoin and Ethereum trading higher on Monday. The pros look like they might be interested in taking control of Bitcoin at the moment. When we look at Ethereum, it's been trading in the channel for the past couple of days. The pros not as interested, but they could certainly come back this week and take control. So I wouldn't be surprised if both Bitcoin and Ethereum ended Monday on buy signals. If that's the case, we'll come back and take a look at the stocks in the crypto sector on Tuesday. Okay, folks, that's all for Monday morning. Looks like we're going to see some buying at the open. Have a great day, and next time you'll hear my voice is on Tuesday morning.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theuptrend.com.